Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the country. I am Dr. Katrina Ferguson, and I have the privilege of sharing some information with you in the next 3 to 5 minutes that literally has changed my life and the lives of so many others. We're going to be talking about the Easy Tax Academy course called The Blueprint. It's how to build a six-figure tax business in a pandemic, literally. So we're going to share is how it is that you can earn six figures in the first quarter of each year in a business that is totally pandemic proof. Even if you've never done taxes, you don't have to worry. Everything that you need is all in the box, and it's a digital box, if you will. So Easy Tax Academy, in partnership with Quantum Tax Pro software, is going to give you the blueprint to change your family's financial future forever. I literally got started with this business as a single parent. I had three lovely daughters. Now they have three adult daughters, and found myself in a situation where I went from earning maybe $50,000, $60,000 a year to well over six figures a year. Now, although my income grew, my knowledge of taxes did not grow. So I was still going to a tax preparer rather than a tax professional to get my taxes done. And as a result, I was audited. Matter of fact, the first time they audited me, the IRS said that I owed them $61,000 in back taxes. And the person who did my taxes couldn't find them, couldn't locate them, and nobody wanted to help me. So I spent about a year going through the tax code, looking for the situation that I was in as a brand new small business owner, writing off things. I wasn't trying to cheat the system. I just didn't know how to properly write off these things on my taxes. Well, I got it figured out, went into my audit appointment, and as it turns out, instead of me owing them $61,000, they owed me $1,100. Now, you'd have thought they would have left me alone, but they didn't. They came back the second year. This time they said I owed $34,000, and instead I ended up with them giving me $800 back. But what that situation taught me was that I am not the only person who did not understand taxes at that time. I didn't know what I was entitled to. I didn't know what I could write off. I didn't understand filing statuses. All of that was foreign to me. So I found a mentor, someone who would teach me the tax game, actually. I was trying to get the information for my own personal situation because I knew as my income grew, I was going to need more help. But what happened is I ended up doing some work for them behind the scenes. And then a few years later, an opportunity arose for me to go work in a tax office with a friend of mine. And it was only 6 weeks of the year, right? Not even the first 6 weeks, from about February to the middle of March. And I earned $15,000 in 6 weeks. I came back the next year and just doubled it, over $30,000, $34,000 to be exact. Well, at that point, I said, well, you know what? I can do this. And I started my own business, moved about an hour and a half away from her, and earned over $100,000 that year. And it hasn't been that bad since. And that is the base of the expertise. Together, me and my partners have over 60 years experience in the tax industry. And we want to share with you how it is that you can create a six-figure income in the tax business as well. Now, is this for you? Are you an entrepreneur who's either too busy or not busy enough? Maybe you just flat would like to earn more money in the first quarter of next year than most people earn all year. Maybe you've done taxes before and maybe even have a successful tax business, but just need some coaching to get to that six-figure level. Well, if your answer is yes, you definitely need to keep watching. Why should you do this? Again, it's a pandemic-proof business. You can get paid daily, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars during the tax season. You will be able to reduce your own tax liability with your new skill. You can dictate your schedule. You can work from home. You can work from an office. You can work virtually. You are now going to be in control of your own financial destiny, and you work at your own comfort level. So what is the opportunity? Understand clearly, everybody has to file taxes. And every year, that tax filing gets more and more complicated. There has not been 1 year where there were fewer laws in the tax code than there were the year before. So become that tax expert. Become the person that Americans are looking for, especially since taxes continues to get more and more complicated every single year. So the solution for you is the partnership between Quantum Tax Pro software and Easy Tax Academy, which is going to give you everything that you need to be in business and be successful. Here are just a couple of our ratings from Google that you can look at your own leisure. If you want more information, then you definitely need to click down below, schedule a call to talk with me or one of the other coaches so that we can get you the information and help you get started. Otherwise, you can just keep listening here for just a moment. Again, we're talking about you having everything that you need to start and run your very own tax office. What's going to be included? You're going to have your software, privately labeled, branded for your company. You'll have training, unlimited tech support. You're going to have extensive tax preparation, tax law, due diligence training, and more. You'll have a 6-week live training course with me, including mentorship meetings every other week throughout the season. You'll have actually not 16, but over 27 recorded training modules available for you and your entire office. So you're not just training yourself, but you can train all of your tax preparers as well. You're going to learn how to legally maximize your own refund and your friends, family, and clients, but you're also going to learn how to legally minimize your tax liabilities. That's the yin and the yang, the other side of that equation. We're going to give you everything that you need to start your business, workflows, forms, paperwork. We're even going to give you access to our banking relationships so that you can offer things like advances to your own clients. And there's much, much more than I can talk about in this very brief video. Here are some of the topics that are going to be covered in the trainings, both live and recorded. You've got 3 options. Some will say, I just want the software. I want this cloud-based software. I want it privately labeled for me and my business, and you can have that. Comes with unlimited tech support, unlimited e-filing, unlimited preparers, unlimited clients, okay? Or you can say, I want the software and the additional coaching. I've been in business for a while and I just need some help getting to that 6-figure level. And then there are others who say, you know what? I don't know anything, or I'm going to pretend like I know nothing and start from scratch. I want the blueprint to get to a 6-figure income in the tax business. You'll have everything that we've talked about and some, everything that you need, from what happens when the client walks in the door to when they leave, to when their file goes to the IRS, to what happens while it's being processed. We're going to give you all of the inside scoops, everything that you need. Now, we've had a period of time where some discounts have been in effect, and each month, as you can imagine, that we get closer to tax season, the discounts get smaller and smaller. So we're already in September. If you're watching this in September and you want to definitely click on the link below and get your appointment quickly. Start thinking about how it is that you want to get started. Do you want everything that there is to offer, everything that we know that's helped created the 6-figure income, or maybe you have the answers and you just want the software? You'll be able to let us know in that conversation. Now, why in September, October, is it important to get started now? Well, why not? You know, procrastination is devastation. It's the assassination of our destinations. That's why we have to do it now. Plus, tax season will be here before you know it. And there are a lot of things that you need to do to get prepared for the busy season. Because understand, we have a limited window of time to literally get out there, get our clients, and create this income. There's a lot to get in place. So let us help you right now. If you have questions, click on the link so that you can talk with one of us and get your questions answered. What's your next step? Click on the link, make an appointment. Let's get your questions answered. Let's fill in the blanks so that you can get started. Our next group of live classes starts on October 4th, whereas the recorded classes are available right away. And there are a lot of things we need to get you started on as well. So we look forward to an opportunity to work with you. Click below, schedule your appointment. We'll see you at the top, or we'll see you from the top. The choice is totally yours. Take care, take charge.